Toy Box.
Hey everybody, and welcome to Toy Box. We're gonna sit here and take a look at something that is starting like the early segments of this series pretty big off with a bang. This is something I grew up with as a kid. My very early years of getting into toys and playing, it was one of my favorite items as a kid. And the bad thing about this was just the fact that well, I'll talk about that in a second. Right now, I got it in a cardboard box. I just got it in from eBay. I found a seller on eBay, and I got a pretty good deal on it compared to shelling out hundreds and hundreds of dollars. I actually lucked out pretty well. The guy was really cool. With me collecting, there's a lot of people that will say, "Oh, that's just a bunch of useless crap. That's useless. It doesn't do anything." And it's like, well, I also pay car insurance just like everybody else, and that's useless too most of the time because I've basically given thousands of thousands. And if you ever run into a problem where your car gets stolen or anything and you go to the insurance company, I can guarantee you that they will bottom dollar you hardcore. So that's dumb in itself. So at least with buying toys and things I actually like, I see it as fun, something to do, collect. It's neat to display things, so I love collecting toys. It's a fun little hobby to do. Sometimes it's expensive, but it's fun. I want to take a look at this. Don't try this at home. This guy wrote Fraggle on every side of the box. On top, on the bottom. All right, open it up already, bro. Dude, why do you always have to talk so much, dude? Just open it up. All right, so we got the box open, and let me move the camera down a little bit more here. There we go. And whatever this mystery thing is in a roll of bubble wrap. Gonna get. Let's open this up, roll it out. Just a rolling out. And there we have it. It is the Ninja Turtles Retromutagen Ooze. And it's steel. It's still sealed. It's got a little bit of a cracking right there on the seal, but that ain't bad. Bad at all. It's still pretty much, with age and everything else, that's to be expected. So what are we looking at here? Everybody just listening in and not watching. Well, we are looking at basically a little canister. And how many ounces? It's 4 ounces. And this canister has a green lid on the top. And it has a circular sticker on the top of this canister, and it says Ninja Turtles Retromutagen Ooze, and that's what I'm guessing because there's actually a sales sticker on the front. It originally came from Walgreens, and it was actually first $3.99, and then it says on here $1.99 on a sale, and then it has the reduced price of $1. So whoever picked this up originally only got it for $1. So that was a steal compared to what I paid for this. And there's the bottom of it, just a UPC code. And now with collecting, it's good to not peel off the sales stickers or anything when it comes to that, because actually that gives it more authenticity and everything else. Like when I was a kid and I would buy Star Wars figures, I would always just be very careful and pick off the little sales Walmart stickers off every package, because I didn't want that on there. But now it's like, don't even try to mess with it. Keep it like that and how it looks. So the little canister is made to look like it's a trash can. So the sticker wrapping around the entire canister. It looks like a gray, dark gray trash can, steel trash can. And it says Retromutagen Ooze. Ooze spelled out with ooze, green slime looking font. And it says at the bottom here, the mutating stuff that turned the turtle pets into turtle teams. And it has Leonardo. He's starting from a baby turtle there, and it shows the 5 different stages from him as a baby turtle up until he's a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle with his little blue mask on. The caution: Retromutagen Ooze may stick to some surfaces, including rugs, hair, certain fabrics, and may damage wood surfaces. Clean with cold water and laundry detergent. Replace the lid when not in use. Okay? And then it has this little thing, basically like a yellow little zigzag cutout. And it says, mutate like a real Ninja Turtle. And it says, save 1 pizza point. And I would see these on a lot of Ninja Turtle toys. Like, you could get pizza points. I never looked into what you could get with pizza points. Me, as a kid, I would always, since, like, they would be on cardboard packaging, like the actual, like, action figures, I would cut out the pizzas and like place them in the Ninja Turtles' hands, so like it would look like they're having a pizza party or whatever. So that was always fun. And what else does it say on here? It just has all the copyright stuff, the rights, and Ninja Turtles is a property of this, that, and the other. Hey guys, I want to make sure all my videos are very exact with the history and everything of whatever I'm talking about here in Toy Box. And so there's one crucial thing I forgot to talk about in the video, and that is the date of when this came out. And it came out, I was looking it over, I kind of skimmed past the copyright stuff on here, and I didn't give you the exact date when this came out, and it came out in 1989. So just keep that in mind. This was available from 1989 till pretty much around the mid-90s, because I remember getting this when I was like 5 or 6. So that's around that time. So 1989 was the first year this was available on the market. So, just a little tidbit. Okay, back.
Son, what are you doing?
I'm coming, Mom.
Are you recording
Stop.
another YouTube video?
Okay, I'm coming.
Nobody cares.
I gotta go, guys.
Nobody watches
back to the regular video.
Videos.
And that's another thing. Inside this, it is just like some green ooze. And I remember as a kid, I would just love playing with this rather than the toys, just because it was just like slime, and you could just play with it and whatever else. But it did get me in trouble once because I had left it on the carpet. Bear in mind, this wasn't like real fancy carpet at my childhood house. It was like real kind of just crap carpet heading down the stairs. But I left it on there, and it like molded this dark, just hard spot in the carpet. And when you would leave this like unattended, or you would try to open it again, there'd be like sometimes like a dry ring that would just like, some of the ooze would just dry on the side, because not all of it would just level back down into the bottom and stay moist and everything when you'd seal it back up. So some of it around the side would just like flake and dry, and it would look like fish food. And it had like a very distinct smell to it too. It had kind of like a like sweet smell, sweet paint smell. I mean, that's the best way I could describe it. The cool thing about these canisters is that it wasn't just ooze inside, because like it says right on here, it has a little yellow cutout, and it says bonus glow-in-the-dark pre-mutant turtle inside. And I didn't know this up until I did a little bit of research before doing this video. So there would always be some special little toy inside. So I always just got the one that is described on the side of this can here, which was a little pre-mutant turtle. But I did not know this. There are actually 3 different toys you could have had. So you could have had this one, which is the one I always got. But then there was another one that was like almost like a between Leonardo and the pre-mutant turtle, kind of like this weird middle phase where the turtle is barely standing on its hind legs and looking very lanky and weird. And then also there was a Splinter toy, a little pre-mutant rat for Splinter, which I think was probably the hardest one to find. I guess it was always just a luck of the draw. But then again, I think when I was a kid, I maybe only got like 2 of these. Maybe only. I only got 2, guys. I was, times were tough. I only got 2 canisters of ooze. So, yeah, I guess that's about it for this. It was made by Playmates, obviously, the toy company there. And it says, the toy itself is described as green gel, and it always included 1 figure. And this was basically, what would you do with the Retromutagen Ooze besides like opening it up and like playing with it like a weirdo? Ninja Turtles toys always had like this thing that would include ooze. Like you could put ooze in certain play sets. Like I remember the sewer play set, up top would be like a street, and then below would be like the Ninja Turtles lair and everything. And there'd be a sewer lid, like a manhole lid that had little holes all around, and you could pour the ooze on top of the hole. And the ooze would like slowly ooze down through the holes and into the sewer. So there was that, and then also the Flush-O-Matic. Ninja Turtles toys were very kind of screwed up to where like the Flush-O-Matic was literally like this. It was this bed, and there was these 2 sidebars, and up top was a toilet, like a fake little toilet, and you would put the ooze in the toilet, and it was like a torture tool for the bad guys to use on the turtles. So the turtle would be in the bed below. As you pour the ooze into the toilet, the ooze would slowly fall onto the Ninja Turtle. So it was some really screwed up toys back in the day, but I think that's how like people my generation just kind of are messed up right now. But yeah, so that's what you would also do with the Retromutagen Ooze. But I always just kind of opened it up, played with it. Eventually, I would forget to put the lid back on, and that would be rock solid, and that'd be it. I watched one video of a guy who bought a canister of this, and he tore it off and opened it up, and there was a plastic seal. Like, beyond this lid, there's a plastic seal, and you would peel the plastic seal off. And the way I saw the video and how it looks now, which I don't know if you could hear that. When he opened it up and started playing with it, it was basically just green water by now. So it's not really worth opening up. It's better just to have this on display like how I remember seeing it. This is the first time I've actually held like a sealed Retromutagen Ooze canister in my hand since I was 5 or 6 years old, Now, there was another variety of Retromutagen Ooze, and it was the Retromutagen Foot Ooze, and it was purple. And I think that one was more harder to find. I always remember seeing it back in the day, but on eBay, it's very rare to come across one. You see a couple of these on there for sale, which are like listed for $225 and beyond, and it's like, yeah, that's not worth it. But yeah, there was 2 varieties. This one, the green, and then the Retromutagen Foot Ooze, and it had Shredder on it instead of Leonardo. And yeah, that is that. So thanks for watching, guys. This was Toy Box, and we got done looking at the Retromutagen Ooze. Make sure to stick around for more fun toy stuff and a whole lot more. That's it. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.